All right, good morning everybody and welcome to a catch-up on behalf of the entire team at Hobie Fishing. Well, there has been so much going on. I can't believe that we're standing here and it's now May. Don't know where the year's gone, but I know that the team at Hobie Fishing have done a bunch of miles already this year to get to this point, and certainly so have so many of you anglers, which we are abundantly thankful for. Just going back a little bit in time and having a look back to where we've been down in the Apple Isle, down in Tazzy. Some absolutely fantastic results down there yet again. Tazzy just continues to give so much to those anglers that do make that effort and have the opportunity to get down there and compete. It really is such a special place, and we certainly look forward to getting back there again in a few years' time. As we had indicated to the anglers that were in Tazzy with us, that the cycle for Tazzy may be something that we'll end up kind of throwing around a few ideas on. It may be a 3-year cycle, it may even be a 4-year cycle. We really want to bump those numbers up to that sort of 60 and 70 angler field, and with that also being the case, one of the other things that we're definitely looking forward to doing is if we are going to run a 3 or 4 year cycle, that we will in fact look at potentially running 3 events rather than the 2, which will all be AOY driven events, and we may even run in a alternate species. So we'll have a look at the way that that works out. If any of you sort of picking up what I'm putting down there, trout, and let's just say more trout. There is so much on offer down there in Tassie. Obviously the bream fishing is absolutely fantastic, and maybe with your approval we can roll in another version of, which then could be an exclusive trout based event. So share your thoughts on that one. With that being said as well, what we are looking at doing in conjunction with our sponsorship group, and I should also take this opportunity to thank very much Renee Vaz and also Drew over there at Manic Tackle and Sims Apparel. As part of this presentation, you're going to find an exclusive Hobie Fishing discount code coming your way. With the amount of rain and weather that we've had here in, certainly on the east coast of Australia over the course of the last week or so, some very, very good, high quality wet weather gear really should be on your radar. And with that being said, there will be that Hobie Fishing exclusive 20% discount site-wide for Sims from the Manic Tackle project. So you'll get all the details there. There'll be an exclusive code. It's a one-use code per angler, and we'd really love to see you support those that are, I should say, supporting us, and in particular the team there at Manic Tackle and Sims Apparel. Thank you guys so very much. Can't do this without you, so keep an eye on that code. Most recently, Woy, and another absolutely stellar event there. The weather couldn't have been better. The only thing I think that all of us would have said was that maybe not quite as much rain prior to the event, but hey, look, it's fishing, it's a tournament, it's going to be run and it's going to be won, and that it was. Tyson Hayes, all the way from Queensland. Mate, well done booking yourself an Australian Championships guaranteed placement. Angler coming in second there, Blake Partington. Buddy, good on you. I know that the amount of effort and dedication that you've made to your bream fishing over the last 12 months, mate, absolutely paid off at that event. So absolutely stunning for you. Certainly not a new name, but maybe a newer name to the podium, Dennis Majoropoulos. Mate, sensational dude, well done. Couldn't be happier for you. And in particular, again, I think some of the words that we shared on your excitement being able to qualify for the Hobie Kayak Fishing Australian Championships this November, mate. I know it's going to be a killer for you, buddy. I'm really looking forward to seeing you up there. And of course, the other guaranteed pre-qualified angler for that event was Mr. Peter Cook. So Cookie, mate, you are going back to back at the ACs, so well done to you, sir. Some very, very, very high quality angling there from you, mates. Just continue to knock it out of the park. With that being said, finally, I should also mention Josh Richards, 1.41 kilos, big brim. Mates, no mean feat there, champion, so great to see you on the podium inside that top 10 again. Your consistency, Josh, just keeps on ringing true, so mate, whatever you can do, bring it to the Georges River, because I think this one's going to be a big one, guys and girls. The Georges River from the Connells Point Sailing Club, coming up in about 3 weeks' time. Hopefully a lot of this weather system should hopefully back off in the next week or so. Give us a good clear 2 weeks, fingers crossed, leading into that event. And if anybody wants to have a chat to Andrew Deeth about what time of the year he would have put the Georges River on, he will guarantee to tell you that this is the right time to be on the Georges River. A whole lot happening also around the fishing world for us here in Australia as well. Congratulations to Morgo and Nicole and the team there at ABT on an absolutely sensationally run Oz Open, and then to be able to back that up again, guys, with that Hawkesbury River event. You guys are workers. It takes a lot of time, effort, energy and dedication to put these things on, and look, we congratulate the entire team there at ABT and of course the winners of those events on your results, guys, so and girls, just well done all round. A couple of interesting points that we've sort of tried to culminate for everybody, and hopefully you'll see it all in this one delivery. The guaranteed pre-qualified anglers for the AC are sort of nudging around that 20 mark now. I think with the inclusion of Stephen Pryke from last year's Australian Championships, of course our winner of our last AC from Malakuta, will be around 21 pre-qualified anglers already there. And it looks like the numbers should be about 14 or 15 more coming through from the balance of our events this year. That's going to put a very solid 20 plus anglers on top of those pre-qualified anglers coming through for the AOY Points opportunity running onto the AC to get that qualification. So for anybody that might be watching this that isn't exclusively familiar with the way that it runs, there are a number of pre-qualified positions available per event at each and every one of the Hobie kayak fishing rounds, and then we also run an AOY race to see who is going to come out as our Angler of the Year. But then that pathway also gives the balance of those anglers an opportunity to run into the AC. Generally, we're running a field of about 55 anglers. Depending on how that works out, Camden Haven, I think it might hold a couple more. We'll just see how that happens to play out. But with that being the case, some of those numbers running into the AOY race now, and I should just back up momentarily to Woy Woy. That being a Hurricane Lures round, and at the completion of that round, the team at Hurricane Lures put together some really, really interesting stats. My belief is that 4 of our top 10 current AOY anglers are Hurricane-sponsored anglers. Well done, guys. No mean feat at all. When you're getting the calibre and the size of the fields to these events, that is no mean feat. So well done, guys and girls. Hopefully we will see the Hurricane boys sort of keep themselves up there. But what I can tell you, out of our top 10 current AOY positions, 8 of the top 10 have currently completed, I should say, 5 or more events. And there are 2 anglers that are yet to complete all 5 to make their best available AOY result. Those 2 anglers are in fact Dylan Pace and Mitch McMaster. So, interestingly, Dylan, 380 points currently, Mitch, 362. Our current leader is Tony Petty with 430 points. Dylan, I don't know whether you're going to make it up to George's. I'm pretty confident we'll see both of you boys, both Dylan and Mitch, down at Malakuta in June. But interestingly enough, at only a 50-point separation between Dylan and first, currently. Dylan, buddy, if you happen to pull off a top 20 result in either of the next events that you get to, whether that's George's, whether it's Malakuta, whether it's Goldie, or even Foster, come September, you are going to be hard to beat, my friend. Tones, Batman, you've got a little bit of work to do. I think your number 5 result there may be about a 67-point round. We really need to see you in the top 10 to really close this gap in one of the next events so that we don't, well, I shouldn't say. Dylan, mate, you can run away with it. You're welcome to take it. I'm sure there's a few others that are going to try and hunt you down, buddy, but some really, really, really tight results I'm very certain of coming up in the next 3 or 4 rounds. Finally, going back to the Georges River. Thank you very much to Brad for getting in contact with Adam at fishing.com. Adam has kindly offered his space again on the Friday night. We had an absolutely sensational catch up there last year. I'd love to invite as many anglers that have the opportunity to get along to that as possible, please. And support the businesses that continue to support you. I see it time and time and time again. There is no better service offered from any of the retail outlets that I'm sure that we all get into than the service that's provided by fishing.com.au. So Adam, mate, keep doing what you're doing, buddy. You are an absolutely massive support to all of the anglers right the way around Australia for the service that you provide to that very, very, very exclusive tournament angler market, mate. So keep doing what you're doing. We look forward to sharing some space with you there on the Friday night prior to the Georges River round. A couple of speakers that we will also have there, fingers crossed, just to give a little bit more insight into what the Georges is offering leading up to that pre-fish ban, and what we will have also seen from previous events there on the Georges River. You know where to get that information, ladies and gentlemen. The Brim Fishing Project, plenty of very, very useful data coming away from that resource. So Tazzy, thank you very much for continuing to do what you do. Finally there on the Georges River round, it will in fact be the Lawrence round, which I know that's probably the best part of 70 or 80% of the field is supporting there. The new Eagle product coming by ways of stores anytime now. I would say in a matter of days, that product will be soon to land. So we're really looking forward to seeing how that gets into the Hobie kayak fishing scene, and we'll be hopefully having some of that product on display at the event there to be able to go through as well. So with that being said, guys and girls, thank you very much for tuning in with us. What you may have also noticed in front of me right here are our new Battleship Grey colour and also the Glacier Blue. So there are some select models that these colourways come to you in. Obviously the Outback there in the Battleship Grey, the Pro Angler 14 180 series, the Pro Angler 12 180 series there in the Battleship Grey, and also too you can see here in the Glacier Blue is the Compass. Please get along to your local Hobie dealer, ideally sometime through the month of May. These are hot off the press, literally just been unbagged and opened. This will be the first time we will have seen these live on camera, and fingers crossed in the next week or so you'll be able to see these in the flesh for yourselves at your local Hobie outlet. So guys and girls, thanks again for hanging around with us for this catch up. We've got Tazzy done, we've had AOY done, we've got the upcoming Georges River round covered. If there's any other information that you need, jump onto hobiefishing.com.au, shoot us a message at media@hobiecat.com.au for any other questions. And if there's any of the interstate anglers that are contemplating getting across and doing some of these eastern state rounds, drop us a line, drop some of the local Hobie dealers a line. I know that we are all keen to give you a hand to make sure that you can come and enjoy these events with us. Signing off for Hobie Fishing, see you soon.